There's like a move in my Zumba class. It's like everybody was fucked it up. Anyway. Hi everyone! Welcome back to McMo TV.
Where talk is therapy.
I'm Seema.
And I'm McMo.
And if this is your first time here, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. So on today's Talk Therapy, I'm going to do a drill down on your girl, McMo, right here.
Pray for me.
I mean, I spend a shit ton of time with her, but I still don't know everything. So, there's some things I want to know.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
I'm joking. I am an open book.
We'll see. Okay, so, why did you decide to turn Muslim?
Ooh, that's a... Wow. Right off the beginning.
10 seconds or less.
Shoot. Well, first I read about it, and I agreed with a lot of what I read as far as just normal day-to-day, how you're supposed to act, how you're supposed to treat people, kindness, charity, the fundamental integrity and moral base. I was like, oh, okay. It was a little bit more than what I had known before, but it was still along the same path. But I was like, okay, I really have to be focused in being morally sound and strong integrity. And then that really drew me in. And then honestly, I made a prayer. And when I made that prayer, I asked for specific signs because I was always a godly person and I always looked to spirituality, and I made a prayer, and exactly what I asked for in that prayer happened. Nice. And I was like, wow, okay. So I did my research and I got my sign. Check.
Cool. Okay, so all right. What about your favorite subject? What's your favorite subject in school?
So my favorite subject was science. Okay. I always loved the investigation part, the hypothesis, just I can create a theory.
Such a nerd. I totally can see that. Like, oh my God, like science.
I was the science fair girl. I was the one, okay, let's try to figure something out. Let's try to create something. And so science always got me. Okay. And my head was always in the clouds. Stars, space, I wanted to know how it worked. I wanted to know how our bodies worked and why. And, I was always interested in science.
Got it. Okay. What's your favorite genre of music?
Ooh, neo soul. The India Irie, the Erykah Badu, the Jill Scott, the music, the, the flowetry.
Yes. But especially right now, I'm loving the new school neo souls, like
all of it.
Nostalgic music.
All of it.
Is amazing.
Good for the soul music.
Okay.
Jazzy.
All right. So what's your favorite makeup product? Like, favorite thing ever. Like, this is something that if I have to get rid of everything in my makeup kit, I have to keep this.
I have 3 items that I have to keep.
Okay.
Can I pick 3?
2.
2 items. First would be eyeliner.
Okay.
And the second would be mascara.
I'm with you with the mascara, but for me, it's definitely concealer. The second one, concealer.
Okay.
Love that thing.
The eyeliner and the mascara both.
Because your eyes, it gives you that pop.
It makes me feel like, yeah, okay, now I'm dressed. Yeah. It's like, as long as I have those 2 things, I'm dressed now.
Okay. All right. Men under 5'11" or over 5'11"?
Okay. This is interesting to me because it's not about the height of the man. It's usually about his stature. Mm-hmm. So a guy same height as me, but just a good build. A bigger a good build. Yeah. A good build, not even bigger, just a good build. Yeah. I'm good, you don't have to be taller or anything like that. Usually I worry about the man considering the height. Like, I don't want a woman that's taller than me, and I'm a tall, woman. So usually I'm thinking about it on the reverse end, but for me, yeah, no.
I see. Okay. It's not about me. Okay. So, What about favorite body part on yourself?
Favorite body part on myself? I'm not sure. I am not sure.
Body part?
My eyes, maybe?
That's a good body part to like.
My eyes, maybe? Yeah. I don't have a favorite body part.
That's interesting.
I never thought about... Well, that's weird. I never thought about that. I never thought about that question. Interesting. But I'll think about it while we're sitting here. And I'll tell you if I have an answer by the end of the...
Okay, so favorite job ever. What is something that you've done like in the past, could have been as a child or as an adult, like favorite and why? Favorite occupation?
Okay, so my favorite job was a truck driver. I loved being in the truck.
Okay.
I loved traveling, waking up every day in a new location, meeting new people, seeing different sights. I saw every state in the United States, waking up to different skies, even though I was in the same country, going to sleep in the desert and seeing just the beauty of the country. I don't think people realize how beautiful the United States is. I don't think people travel enough because I fell in love with the road. That's my favorite job. Now, the actual work itself, no. But the benefits of that job, definitely.
Cool.
Definitely.
Okay, so dark skin, light skin, or medium complexion on your partner?
I'm a dark skin choice. I favor dark skin. Okay, so for me, I don't really care in general, but I find like if I see a dark skin or a darker skin, it's just beautiful. It's like beautiful to me. I've been to Africa, so just to go to Africa and to see the different types of people, and when I saw just the skin tone that is produced in Africa, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I have to say that.
Okay. Favorite type of jewelry? Earrings, like watches, rings, bracelets, like what do you like? What?
I'm an earring girl.
Really?
I think I'll do an earring before I'll do a necklace any day. Watches to me are just necessary accessories. It's not like, oh, I gotta have a watch on, I gotta have a bracelet on. Rings aren't really necessary. Rings get in the way to me. I feel like they get in the way a little bit. But earrings, I think that would be my choice all day, every day.
Okay. Boys or girls? So I know you have a son and I know you have a daughter. So what do you prefer?
Once you have one of each, you realize that it's like asking whether I like apples or oranges. I like them both.
Is it totally different?
Yeah, it's like they literally are two different type of creature. Raising a boy is like fireworks. Raising a girl is like a mental marathon. Boys are fun every day, all day. Girls will make you think about what you're saying and what you're doing all day, every day. So they really are two different creatures.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Summer. I need the sun. I need the sun.
Understood.
I would live in the tropics.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's fair. Like I have my own opinion about that, but like I said, it's not about me. So
she's next. Don't worry.
Okay, so I'll ask you this. It's my last drill down question. So make it good.
Okay.
What do you do, or what do you like to do to keep your relationship spicy?
I like to change.
What are we changing?
I like to change how I look. I like to pick up new hobbies, habits. I like to change my weight. I like to change, like for instance, if I'm if I'm a year into a relationship and I've been thicker, I'll be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna change a hair color and I'm gonna work on muscling up a little bit.
Okay.
Or if I've been a little muscular and it's been my workout push, I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna get a little thicker. And I'm gonna grow my hair out a little longer. Because I feel like my ability to just change will allow me to kind of keep the spice in it, because one day it's just going to be like, after 6 months or after a year, he's going to come home and be like, whoa, who are you? Wait a minute. What just happened? You know, or he's going to see my journey through the weight change or just the perseverance through it. And I think men are genuinely attracted to progress.
Yeah.
And ambition.
Yeah.
And I feel like progress and ambition can be fed into different aspects and into a woman's life, to where it could be something that you love.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I love makeup. Okay, well, I'm going to switch up my makeup. And to the man, it's like, whoa, she's like switching up her makeup, you know? So just changing and just evolving.
I love it. I think that that's a fair thing. Like, I do think that you are forever changing, switching up scars and looks and colors and styles. You know, I work with like a different person every single day, but I grow to love it. So, all right. Well, I had fun drilling you down a bit, getting to know the behind the scenes.
Just a little bit.
Tiny, whiny bit.
Sharing. I enjoyed sharing and you know, putting a little bit of myself out there. She's definitely next, so you guys stay tuned. Okay, now the tables have turned. It's my turn to drill down on
Yours truly.
C-Mac. All right. So we're going to ask some juicy questions. Well, first we're going to start a little slow. She did take it easy on me at the beginning. She took it a little easy on me. So we'll start out slow, but then we're going to dive in. Favorite color?
I would have to say all the colors mixed together, which is black. So, because honestly, like, I think as a kid growing up, I loved like lavender, and at one point I loved blue, and at one point I loved red, and it's like now as an adult, I'm just like, I don't really have a favorite color. Pretty much my house is decorated with like a lot of pink everywhere, but for the most part, if I'm going, like, my go-to is black when I'm getting dressed. Or like, I just like black. Like, I just think it's classy and beautiful. So this became my favorite over time, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Black. And people say black is not a color or whatever, but if I had to choose, like, this very moment, I would have to say it's like a baby soft pink.
Okay. Baby pink and black. All right. So if you could have any car in the world, what would you drive?
I want a Porsche Cayenne.
Oh, she's a Porsche girl.
I'm definitely Porsche. Like, literally, I used to want a Range Rover. Like, you know, when I was in my 20s, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna get a Range Rover. Mm-hmm. Love it. Boom, boom. It's like, I'm tall. I love to sit up. I love stuff like that. But I've just fallen in love with Porsches. Like, now I just love Porsches. So
a black or a pink Porsche?
Oh, a black. Black for
I had to ask.
Black for certain.
Okay, so what would be the most romantic first date for you?
Most romantic first date. Wow.
The most romantic first date.
I actually have thought about this before, and I don't remember what I came up with. But it is definitely something spontaneous, something that's like, not your normal date. No, like not like the dinner and the movie. Not like your normal, like, I don't know, brunch days. Like, those are just like whatever, boring to me. I like spontaneity. I like something different. Like one of my favorite dates I remember, just comes to mind as I'm thinking of this. When I went to the I got a message like, get dressed, and I'm like, for what? It was like 2:00 in the day. We're gonna go. I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna come pick you up, and I'm like, do I put on heels? Do I put on sneakers? Like, I was so confused. It's like, no, it's just normal. Just wear regular, It's like, okay. So I did something like mid attire. Like, I think I had boots on, but I had like a button up shirt. But I went to the gun range for the very first time and learned how to shoot. And that was fun, but scary because then that's when I realized that I hate guns and I never want to shoot anybody. Because I literally I couldn't get it together. I was pretty much just like nervous the whole time. I think I didn't even finish my
I would be nervous, definitely.
So, but I love stuff like that. Like, like a new experience, something just spontaneous.
Okay. All right. So fellas got to keep their thinking hat on.
For sure.
Put some.
I've been on a couple good ones, but that's what I like.
Okay.
Spontaneous.
How many children would you choose to have?
So growing up, I've always said that I didn't want kids, right? I'm like, I don't want any kids. And then it became, okay, maybe one, if my husband really wanted one, we will negotiate for one. Now I'm like, I want at least one. So just one. And if that works out, if it works out okay, I might do a second one. But that's just depending on the first one. But it was never it was never to me, like, it was never on my brain to have kids. Like, I just never really cared for it. Even though I grew up, like, I was raised in, like, a huge family. Ton of kids, but just never really.
Okay.
I think that the fear of having kids and the fear of this going through the whole process have always, like, freaked me out.
Okay.
So I think now, like, I'm a little bit older and I kind of understand more. I'm just kind of like, okay, maybe one. Maybe one, that's okay. Maybe one.
If they're lucky. Okay. I'm going to put her on the spot. Favorite family member? The family member that you're the closest to.
This what's interesting about that question is I'm literally close to all my family in a different way. So I have a very loving family. I come from a very loving family, very close family. I grew up with my dad and my stepmom, and I have a ton of siblings, and I have aunts and uncles and my grandparents are amazing. Like, I literally cannot choose. Like, I literally love all of them.
She has an amazing support system. So awesome.
I'm like, awesome. Shit serious. Like, seriously, I love them, and I can't choose because I just feel like they're all very equally important to me in my world. So
that's awesome. That's the family question that I really wanted everyone to know about you, is that she comes from an amazing, big, huge family. Yeah. And that's kind of built into why she gives me such a hard time. Because she's used to being brother, sister, auntie. She's just having brothers, being a sister, auntie, etc., etc. So,
right. So,
love it. Family dynamic.
Love my fam.
Do you like pets? Animals?
I hate it.
No pets, no animals, nothing?
No pets for me.
A bird, a snake, a lizard?
Literally, I hate let me tell you what I hate about it. I think that pets are cool, but I've always felt like I've always been terrified of, like, animals. Like, I have a fear of animals, right? So now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, like, they're not, like, dogs aren't so bad or whatever, but I grew up, I was, like, literally, I didn't have a pet, like, I had a dog, right? I remember I had a dog as a kid, but I didn't grow up with it, if that makes sense. So much. Like, I was given a dog at, like, maybe 4 or, like, 5, some super young, but then I didn't live with a dog, so it was just, like, I never grew up with a pet, so I just was afraid of, animals. I had a fear of animals for a very long time. And then I remember my roommate in college, she had a cat, and I was like, I would be, like, in my room all the time because the cat would just sit at my door, and I just was, like, terrified of it.
Oh, wow.
And then another one of my roommates had a dog, and the dog made me, like, literally that dog is what helped me, get over that fear of, like, dogs. That dog is amazing. Like, literally, this is the only dog. Even still, like, if it, like, jumps on me, like, I'll get a little scared. But, like, for the most part, he's so chill. He's, like, chill. He'll just come here, like he'll sit like right down and just be, just fine. But I've never been a pet gal.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so I know the answer to this, but I want you guys to know the answer to this, so I'll ask. What's your dream job?
My dream job is I don't have a dream job. Like, I've always wanted to work for myself. I went to school for accounting. I got my master's in like business. I went to school because I just knew that, that would get me a good job until I can work for myself. I've always wanted to do some type of like e-commerce business or some type of like consulting business, something like that, like along those lines. I've never thought like I was going to be a CEO of a company, or I never thought that, like, that was never in my mind. And then I was introduced to a multi-level marketing company at a very young age. So that also changed my perspective on jobs. So jobs are just not for me. I knew that.
All right. Well, I do appreciate you sharing with us. I know that I didn't go as deep as I want to, but I want a part 2. So hopefully we'll hold her to a part 2 where we get a little bit more intense. But
no, I love that. And I wanted to do that because I know you guys, like we always obviously very opinionated. We love to share our experiences, but I wanted you guys to know a little bit about us. I wanted you guys to know a little bit about us because,
I love sharing.
We love to share our experiences, and we're constantly talking to each other. And you know what? We want to let you guys in more. So
on a personal level,
exactly. So
making connections.
Why not? Like, let's do a drill down.
So let us know if we missed any questions.
Because if there is something that you guys want to know about us, if there's something that you guys want us to expound on that we just mentioned,
keep it respectful because I've read some comments. I know who you are.
They get her.
They do get me.
It's funny. But
I welcome the questions. So come on, send me if they gotta come on, let's do it.
Yeah. So leave us a question below. If you watch this video, drop a question down below. We want to read it. We want to answer it. We want to get more engaged with our audience. So thank you guys for watching this video.
Thank you for joining.
All right, we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.
I also love waist beads. I also love smell goods. Sorry,
I can't touch you.
No, that hurt. You have sharp.
Oh,
you have like
it is.
edges.
I got my nails done yesterday, and then my lady.
Did you see her face? She's like, I can't touch you.
She.
Can you what? Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you can at least edit on your own, like with the kids here.
I did edit,
but we can't record
with the kids.
With the kids,
we're recording right now with the kids.
You see what happened? Mom, can I have my iPad?
That was once in 2 hours, and
she was asleep dead before.
I had him in the bed.